Coach, I know you always say you want to recognize you want to watch the replay of things. Did you get a chance to look at the iPad after the pick six? And if so, what did you see? Was it a different scheme they ran, a good play out there?
He made a good play. He jumped up and we were throwing a look pass out to Wandell and came off the edge, jumped up, made a nice play.
It looked Dave's like he had a lot of low balls in the dirt, Daniel. What did you see out there without looking at the film?
Yeah, I'd say that I'm going to go back, watch the tape, see what we can do better. Obviously, there's a lot, so that's what we'll do. Starts with me.
Did you ever consider taking Daniel out of the game?
No.
You look sort of unsettled, indecisive. I mean, I know you watched the tape, you're calling the plays. Did you see, were they doing something different than you guys expected defensively, or why do you think that was?
No, they actually didn't pressure that much. Pressured a few times. Again, I'm going to go back, watch the tape, try to make the corrections and be better.
Brian, you spent a lot of the offseason, you put an emphasis on throwing the ball down the field. You threw, I think it was 0 balls, 20-plus yards in the air.
Yeah.
Why do you think that was?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're going to go back and watch it. We've certainly called plays. Sometimes they've taken them away. We got to do a better job all the way around. Starts with me.
Or was it something you?
Well, they played a bunch of soft shell, split safety stuff. They did so. But again, I'm going to go back, watch it. We can do everything better, but it all starts with me.
Even though they play that, do you still want to see your team take some of those shots down the field? Is it something at times where you have to take that risk and you have to?
Yeah, I want to see us play as good as we can play, Jordan, whatever that may be. And we didn't do that today.
Can you talk about the 9 penalties that you guys had today?
Yeah, penalties hurt. Either keep drives alive, back you up on offense, get put in, unfavorable situations. So a lot to clean up.
Overall, Brian, what would be your message to your team after this ball game?
Yeah, I thought we prepared well. I thought they did good effort. I thought the defense played hard. We gave up a pick six down there, and but there's a lot of things to clean up. So again, I got to do a better job all the way around, and that's what I'll do.
Any additional disappointment in it being a night for the 100 best players in franchise history, the celebration of team
No,
history?
I think when you lose, you're always disappointed. So again, had a good week of prep. Came out, didn't get the job done today, and that falls on me.
Brian, this team seemed eager to, there's a lot of negativism outside the building about what this team can be. This team seemed eager to try to quiet that. And the boos fairly early, and then, do you think that maybe unnerved some players a little bit?
No, look, our job is to go out there and perform, and we didn't do that.
Brian, what did you see out of Darnold today?
They kept him in good situations. He made a couple nice plays down there to Jefferson on the V route, and they stayed on track. Didn't have that many plays, but did a nice job.
How did you feel about the protection of Daniel Jones with the sacks?
Yeah, I thought, again, let me go back and look at it. I thought the line communicated well. There might have been 1 or 2, but sacks are a team stat.
What was the thought process in the back-to-back quarterback runs there and the ball around midfield in the second quarter?
Yeah, we've been working on this one for a while on third, and I'd say 1 to 3, a little trap play from empty. So that was going to be one of our first third down calls. We've practiced it and didn't finish it.
What do you say to the idea that this is an extension of last year? It looked very similar offensively, just in general.
I'd say last year. Focused on this game, and a lot to clean up, obviously.
Right, on that drive, why did you punt there? It was 4th and 3 from the 49, I think.
Thought it was the best thing to do.
Coach, when you go back and look at it, are you looking to see if the receivers are finding the soft zone to sit versus keep drifting? It looked like a few times they drifted given the way the zone was playing.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and look at it. I know Wandell was in the right spot most of the time on some of that soft stuff. But again, let's go back and watch the tape. A lot to fix.
Brian, how did you think Nabers looked out there today?
One more time?
How did you think Malik Nabers looked today?
Yeah, again, we just got done here. He made plays on the ball when he had an opportunity to, and we'll go back and look at it.
Brian, where's your confidence in Daniel right now?
Yeah, I'd say just overall we have to do a better job, and that starts with me.
How concerned are you about his confidence level, if at all?
Yeah, I'd say, look, we got to do a better job all the way around. He'll learn from the tape, and we'll be better next week.
Why should the fans feel confident that this will turn around from today?
Yeah, look, I can't talk for anybody else. I know what we're going to do. We're going to come back in on tomorrow morning, go to work, learn, have a good week of practice, and do everything we can do to get ready for week 2.
This was your first game calling the plays, not in the preseason, first time.
Yeah.
Did everything go well, in the communication and all that
lost
stuff?
by a lot and didn't score, so it wasn't good enough.
As far as just the mechanics of it?
What'd you see from Burns and Thibodeau?
I'd have to go back and look at it.
Why didn't Micah play?
Again, those we'll talk about that here with the coaching staff tomorrow. But Gunnar didn't either. Gunnar got hurt in pregame, fielding a punch. So we'll have discussions about that.
So you saying that Micah was injury related? You're kind of grouping him in with Gunnar.
Yeah, I'd say we're going to meet here tomorrow, and we'll discuss it.
But was he available to play then? Like, were you okay with him playing physically like that?
Yeah, I'd say they had 51 plays. I'd say we're going to go with Darius to start out, see how it went, and that's where we're at with it.
This Gunnar, was that a big? He came in with the injury, and he just really.
Yeah, no, it just happened. It happened in pregame. I walked over to him, saw it happen, went in, checked with the trainers, and couldn't go.
Did you feel that left you short? Darius has done it, but he didn't look very comfortable back there.
Yeah, that's our backup. So.
Brian, why do you guys only have 51 men on the roster?
Yeah, it was roster management relative to some of the guys that we released or put on the practice squad. So we'll revisit that tomorrow.
Dave's on the one play coming out in the third quarter. And you had a 3rd and long. You stopped them, looked like you were going to get the ball back in that situation, and Thibodeau got called for a face mask. Did you get a look at what happened?
No, I think it was Burns.
Well, they announced Burns and then they changed it to Thibodeau. Yeah.
So again, you're going to get calls. You're not going to get calls. At the end of the day, we got to do a better job. It starts with me.
Are you surprised at this result? You changed your practice schedule and regimen. You guys worked hard in the summer. Does this catch you off guard at all?
Yeah, well, look, you got to do a good job to give yourself a chance, and obviously we didn't. So no excuses. Give Minnesota credit. I didn't do a good enough job, and we'll work hard to fix it.
Is there anything when you walk out of here that you say, okay, well, at least we did that. At least we could do that well?
Not at this time, no.
Coach, what was it about the 12 then? You got one of the penalties, 12 in the huddle, and then you had to delay a game out there.
Put it all on me.
Brian, what would your message be to the fans right now?
Yeah, we got to do a better job. That's what we're going to work on doing.
Couple more.
Brian, not that you're looking for excuses, but on Adore, the pass interference, that looked like a questionable call. What did you think?
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on the officiating. I thought Adore tried to do the right thing. Again, it's a bang play, and they called it.
How much does it take out of a team when they go 99 yards the way they did that drive?
Yeah, you'd love to hold them back there and make them punt it and get an opportunity, points expected. But that was a long one. They executed well, and something we got to fix.
Will you consider a quarterback change as you review this game?
Yeah, we're gonna watch everything, Pat. That's not in my mind.
Overall, what was your personal assessment of your performance in the offense today?
Yeah, obviously not good enough. Didn't get in the end zone, scored 6 points. Didn't create much rhythm and flow for ourselves, and I've got to be better. Certainly got to play better, give ourselves more chances to make plays, and execute more consistently.
What was your conversation?
Just trying to get the ball out to Wandell.
What was your conversation like with Coach Daboll after the game in terms of where things are and where things are going?
I think we'll get in, watch the film, see what we can do better, see how I need to play better, and go from there. But I think we're focused on that.
How concerned are you that he will replace you at quarterback?
I'm focused on doing my job and playing as well as I can. So I've got to play better. I know that, and I'm focused on doing that.
Dan, you seem to have a number of throws that were kind of low and in the dirt over there. Was that just the little rut you got into? What was going on there?
Yeah, I just gotta keep my balance and make a good, accurate throw. Yeah, certainly look at that and need to correct it.
Hey, what happened? I'm sorry, I'm a little late, but somebody actually, what happened on the pick six?
Yeah, just trying to get the ball out to Wandell there on the screen. I'll look at it, see if I can get it out quicker.
How would you describe your confidence right now?
Good. I think I got to continue to, get into a rhythm and, get going, complete some balls, get things moving. I think, we all got to do that, and that'll help us, build confidence and keep going.
Daniel, was that part of the problem today? It didn't seem like anybody, not just you, anybody was getting into a rhythm on the offense.
Yeah, I think obviously it's largely my responsibility to help us do that, and keep going, complete passes, move the ball. So I've got to look at where I can be better. But yeah, I think we all need to work to get into a rhythm and execute consistently down the field.
Last year you had a tough week 1 game and then a stretch where things didn't go so well that you wanted after that. How do you prevent that from happening this year?
I think it's about seeing where we need to be better and addressing those areas and then executing. It comes down to making the play, executing, and getting going. So I know we got the guys to do that. Confident in myself, confident in the group, and we'll go from there.
Daniel, how much did the overall play of the offense surprise you today, given the fact that it felt like you guys came out of training camp feeling pretty good?
Yeah, obviously we expected to play much better than we did today. A lot of things we didn't do well, like I said, and thought we had a good week of preparation, had a good week of camp, or had a good training camp. So we've got to look at the things we need to do better today and clean those up.
Were there any glitches with Daboll calling the plays at all, or anything along those lines?
No, it was smooth.
Yeah, the fans seem to get restless early as you guys struggle to get into a rhythm. How does that affect you guys when you're hearing the boos get louder and you're struggling to try to get things rolling? And plus with a lot of some young guys on the team too.
Yeah, I think it's our job to give them something to cheer about and to play well, to execute, and we take that seriously. So, they expect us to play well. We expect to play well. We've got to do that.
Excuse me if I missed this, but did you talk about the interception in the end zone? And could you take us through that? Like, did you not see it, or like someone in your way, or?
Yeah, just the screen out to Wandell. I think trying to get the ball out quick, get it in his hands, let him run.
Daniel, I apologize if this has been asked, but how did it feel in the pocket today? Pressure, you looked at, I don't know, didn't look about 100% comfortable at times as you were trying to.
Yeah, I've got to do a good job of staying in there when it's good and moving and find the soft spot. Look at where I can do that better. Something I'm always working on.
And what bothers you most, I know you're just off the field here, but about your performance today when you look at it, what's the thing you'd like to take back most?
The fact that we scored 6 points, didn't execute in the red zone, didn't consistently execute and move the ball. I think all those things.
Is there a specific play, though, that bothers you the most?
No. I think I'll look at it and see where I need to be better. But, yeah, there's we need to improve. I need to play better.
How did the line function, in your opinion, today, getting out there for the first time in game action with them?
Say it again?
The offensive line. What did you see from them and getting out there in game action for the first time?
Yeah, I thought they played well. I think we'll look at the film, see where I can help them out, see where we can do things better. I think we'll look at it, but I think that'll be something we focus on this week.
How do you think Malik did in this first NFL game?
Thought he played well. He had a couple big plays and some nice catches. I got to find a way to get him the ball more.
Take a few more.
Daniel, is it discouraging? Is it?
It's certainly frustrating and disappointing to get the result today that we did. I think for us, we got to understand this is the first week and there's a lot of football to play, so we've got to clean it up. We got to make some improvements fast and a lot of football to play, so that's what we're going to do.
Is there anything you're looking forward to against the Commanders?
Clean it up and playing better.
Malik, what did you think about your first regular season NFL game in terms of the tempo, the speed, and how you think you did personally?
I feel like I did pretty well for my first game. Tempo slowed down since I first got out there, but still a lot of stuff to learn, so a lot of stuff to go look over the film and fix.
What kind of stuff did you see from their defense? I mean, it's clear everybody knows who you are, so there must have been some things that they were throwing at you that were maybe a little bit more complicated than the preseason.
I mean, nothing different than I saw on film. A lot of junk Tampa, really a lot of cover two. We just got to capitalize and stay on track, really. I mean, we beat ourselves today. We had a lot of penalties that we need to fix on. So, staying from backed up, when you backed up, it's kind of hard to get right on track. So we got to stay above the sticks.
Yeah, always difficult when there's so many penalties. But what do you think the other factor was in terms of being bogged down offensively? I know it also hurts to have to play from behind all the time.
Right. I mean, we got to catch the ball. We had way too many drops, including myself. I had one. But, when we get that opportunity to make a plays, we got to make those plays. And we didn't do that today.
Malik, obviously, they couldn't get you the ball in the first 2 or 3 series, I think. What was happening there? What was your reaction to not being able to get the ball? Because it looked like, based on preseason, Daboll was going to feed you pretty regularly.
I mean, just look over the film, see what ways we can give me the ball in space. Daniel said he was trying to give me the ball. He saw a lot of pressure in his face, so, I can't control that. So, they tried to give me the ball, just stuff wasn't working right. So we just got to fix that up.
What emotions are you feeling right now? Frustration?
I mean, no, you're going to lose games. It's how really you bounce back. First game of the season does really determine your season. So, we just got to keep on going as a team.
Malik, you guys offensively, I'm sure, had hoped for a much better showing than this. So what are your thoughts on coming out and not scoring a touchdown?
I mean, first game of the season, a lot of new stuff going on, new online. So, we just got to, go over the film, practice way harder than we did, and just come out better next week. I mean, that's all really we can do.
When you mentioned the practice stuff, how did you feel about the tempo in practice this past week?
Tempo in practice was pretty good. Like I said, a lot of penalties was beat it today. We can stay above, keep on getting the first down, stay past the third down, fourth down. It can help the offense, create some big plays.
Are you surprised you guys weren't able to get the ball downfield? I don't know if there was a 20, 30-yard throw attempted all game, and that's what all of training camp was, pushing the ball downfield.
I mean, we was taking what they give us. I mean, they're playing a lot of zone. They was blitzing, running down the quarterback. So, we were just trying to get the ball and, in those coverages that they were trying to do, get the ball in space. They was doing a really good job of staying over the top of us receivers. So, they were just trying to get it in those spots, open zones.
How do you put this aside quickly? You have a lot of games still ahead.
Right. I mean, you just got to go over the film, go back and practice tomorrow, look at the tape, and just be better next time. I mean, that's all you can do, really.
Did you feel that he didn't look for you as much as you would have expected?
I mean, no, I don't know really what was going on back there, but I'm getting out my routes and I'm just trying to make a play, trying to find him, trying to make a better throw for him to make. So I mean, I was just doing my job. I mean, that's all I can do.
Malik, I know practice is practice, but you guys had a good camp and you guys hit a bunch of throws. How surprising is it that there would be struggles offensively today, given how good you guys looked in practice the last month?
I mean, practice in the game is really different. I mean, you gotta prepare for practice. You got to prepare what they're going to do. Just like we making changes, they're making changes too. So, like I said, they did a really good job of staying over the top.
Did you think you were going to get that first one until that guy came flying out of nowhere?
I mean, I see the guy flying out, so I was trying to catch it before. I was trying to make a move before I caught it.
A lot, obviously, goes into the score, but you guys come out of the game, I think, without a sack. Is that?
Dex had a sack. Dex had a sack in the real early first series.
Yeah.
Other than that, we were around him. I got a couple hits on him. KT got a couple hits on him. It was just hard to get them off their game plan and get them off their track. They did a good job at executing what they wanted to do. And that's play action, shots to 18, you know, try to lower you down with the run game, and they kind of did that.
When you just can't get it going as a team, really, offensively and defensively in a game like this, what do you do in terms of reacting going forward?
Going forward, you talking about in the game or after?
No, like one game is behind you now. As you go forward, what's your approach?
It's always get back to the drawing board, getting better. You know, it's gonna be a whole new week, new opponent. So now that this is behind us, you learn from your mistakes and you move on.
How frustrating is this for your first game with the Giants? You know, expecting that the place was electric with a lot of the legends here.
Yeah, it was great. Great vibe. The fans came out. They were loud. Great. Like I said, football is football. You know, momentum switches and it's just football. You know, anything can happen. So, you know, I wouldn't say disappointed because I just know how the game go. I've been playing for a while and I know how things can get.
Was it interesting how quickly the fans turned on you? Halftime, they're booing you. The third quarter, they're
I didn't hear that.
Brian, we're not used to seeing Darnold be as sharp as he was today, but he had his first 11 passes out of the gate. Did you see anything different about him than what you've seen on film?
No, I told y'all Darnold was talented. You know, I told you we had to get around him, we had to affect him, which I feel like we did a good job of, but at times, you know, he was able to stay on track. But I told you he was talented. So, I mean, I don't overlook opponents, you know. So. And I played with him for 2 years.
Coach said this team was really prepared. The Giants were ready to go. Just was going to look at the tape and try to evaluate what happened. Can you put your finger on anything specific for today?
Not exactly. You know, you got to watch the film, you know, and then really see what happened, what went down, and go from there.
Bobby, how disappointing was it to start in this fashion?
Pretty disappointing. Not too discouraging. You know, it's a long season. There's a lot to be encouraged by. Like I was telling Edward, the rookies played really well. I thought Darius played extremely well. I thought Andrew Phillips came in and played well. I thought Tyler Newman did a great job in the secondary. So there's a lot of building blocks to build off of. Now everyone's just got to hold themselves personally accountable.
How important is it to not get down on yourselves after just one game?
Yeah, very important. And, you know, you almost have to block out the media. Like, they'll tell you you're the worst team in the world or the best team in the world after 1 week, but it's a long season, 17-week season. So, yeah, we just got to go back, focus on our process of the results, and you focus on what we got to do Monday.
Bobby, one thing we thought a lot during camp was that the pass rush was going to be very dynamic. Didn't seem like it was today. Your thoughts about maybe why that wasn't the case?
I mean, that was probably their game plan, to take those guys out, run a lot of, you know, outside zone, play action, boot, get the ball out quick. So, you know, guys like Brian Burns, Dex can't get back there, which they were still able to, but that was probably a big emphasis for them game plan-wise.
What did you see from him in a game where obviously things were difficult for the offense and he didn't get the ball, he didn't get involved early?
Yeah, I mean, we lost and we didn't play very well on offense, and I don't think anybody was happy about that. But I mean, at least a competitor, you know, obviously we were all disappointed in the outcome, and we all want to do better, and we all believe we can be better. So, you know, obviously he wasn't happy, but, you know, at the same time, we wouldn't expect him to be.
What happened on the punt return? It looked like you were going to catch it, they weren't going to catch it.
Yeah, I started to run up on it and catch it, and then they kind of caught the wind a little bit and moved a little more than I thought. So I was just going to catch it off of one bounce, and I just got too close to the ball, and I should have just let it go because that was my first thought. But yeah, should have just probably let it go.
I mean, how confident or how comfortable are you? You know, you don't do it as a rule right now. You know, you're not first in line here.
It's a skill I have. I can do it. You know, at the end of the day, I'm about whatever I need to do to help the team win. And when Gunner went down, you know, I'm the next, you know, best option at punt return. So if that's the case, I'll go back there and do it to the best of my ability.
And were you told? I mean, you weren't told to fair catch or anything. I mean, you could kept it clear.
Yeah. I mean, he just told me to go back there and make a good decision. You know, and at that time I didn't, but subsequent times I did. So, you know, football happens.
Was this loss disappointing, frustrating, puzzling? Can you put your finger on what you would say about it?
Frustrating, I think, because a lot goes into a season and season opener, and I think we all wanted to come out here and play well. You know, especially kicking off the Giants' 100th season, we all wanted to come out here and have a better showing than that, and we obviously didn't do that. So, you know we got to get it fixed, and we got to get it fixed fast.
You've seen Daniel play better than this, certainly. It looked like some of his throws were just not on target to the ground. I mean, did you see that as well?
Yeah, it's hard to say because I can't. I'm running a route as well, so I don't know pressure. I don't know what happens to lead to a potential off throw, but like I said, across the board, we could have all done better, and we got to do better if we want a different outcome.
Dexter, how would you explain what happened out there today?
We lost. That's the only way to put it. No panic though. Week 1, we got a lot to learn. We just lost.
Why was Sam Darnold so effective?
His receivers were catching the ball. I don't know. We just gotta, play a little tighter coverage. We gotta get to the quarterback a little faster. We gotta work more as a unit.
Any panic after one game?
No panic.
Why?
Because I know who we have in the locker room. I trust everybody in the locker room. We know we have confidence in each other, and we prepared well. They just beat us today.
Dexter, we have a team down at the 1 yard line, and that's where you want it to be. How difficult was it to give up a 99-yard touchdown?
Pretty difficult. A few plays that led to touchdowns for them. A couple penalties. We got to clean up on. Other than that, we played them pretty well on defense. Just got to be more consistent.
You heard, obviously the crowd was excited. They had a nice halftime deal with the players. You're on defense, not offense, but there was some fans did not seem very happy at a lot of points in this game. Could you hear that on the sideline?
Could I hear the fans?
Yeah, they
however many fans there are?
Yeah, booing at home. Yeah, booing your team.
Could I hear them?
Yeah.
Can you get another question, please?
What do you make of that? What do you make of the boys?
I don't respect it, honestly. I get it. They want to see their team win. It's just a rough patch. It just is what it is.
Dexter, after a tough first half, you guys came in at halftime, and I'm sure that you were thinking things could turn around in the third quarter, and then they didn't. What adjustments were you trying to make that just didn't seem to work out?
Just clean up on some penalties. That was the biggest thing. Defense, we had to do better on second and long. I think we came out in the second half and played pretty tough defense. But at the end of the day, we lost. We got to go in tomorrow and get the corrections and prepare again.
I just asked Kayvon some encouragement from Nubin, Mursal, Phillips. All these rookies made some significant plays.
Yep.
And what does that tell you about those kids?
Just their want to, and just their confidence in themselves and their readiness to go out there and play as many snaps as they did, and do it at an effective level. So I'm proud of them. You can't let that excitement carry to next week. Next week is a new week, and we got to go out there and prove ourselves.
Speaking of rookies, what did you see with Chapman sitting next to you?
Oh, good. Chad, he's very explosive, strong, little short dude. But he got heart and he got want to, and that's all you can ask for, a partner next to you.
What would you say is the key to making sure that one disappointing game doesn't turn into a string?
I think it's on the leaders, the captains of the team, just to get everybody's minds right, ready for the new week. Flush this, own it first of all. Own your bad plays, own your good plays. And I think it's just on us to turn the page and get the guys ready for a new week, new challenge.
When you look at tape, is there certain plays that you're looking forward to seeing closer on tape?
Just some runs that broke. For me, that's what I'd probably be looking for the most. Just some runs that broke through the line. Some sacks that could have been had. And then for the back end, just the coverage part of things. We just got to come out on Sunday and play better. That's it.